Join Jake and Lily on a hilariously chaotic camping trip filled with spontaneous pine cone chases and life lessons wrapped in nature's embrace. Their love story is about laughter, wild adventures, and why road pine cones are nothing to take seriously. Once upon a time in the picturesque town of Cedar Grove, my girlfriend Lily and I decided to embark on an unforgettable camping trip to celebrate our one-year anniversary. Lily and I adored the great outdoors. Weekends often found us hiking, picnicking by the lake, and attempting to become amateur bird watchers. Our car was packed with a tent, a cooler full of snacks, and more snacks, making the drive into the lush wilderness feel even more exciting. On the first morning, I woke up to the melodic sound of chirping birds and soft sunlight filtering through the leaves, only to find that Lily had already slipped out of the tent. I could hear her rustling around, and I knew she was on a mission to make coffee for us both. Little did I know that her coffee expedition would quickly turn into a squirrel standoff. While preparing the coffee, she caught the attention of a curious little squirrel named Bradley, who boldly crept up to our picnic blanket, eyeing the granola bars. I couldn't help but chuckle as I imagined Lily trying to shoo him away, going on about how he reminded her of me when I got obsessed with my latest book series. After managing to scare off Bradley with a piece of granola, she triumphantly called out, "Coffee and nature awaits." I stretched and grinned, already smelling the warm aroma wafting in the air. We spent our day hiking through stunning landscapes, discovering hidden waterfalls, and snapping silly selfies. With laughter ringing like sweet music in the air, Lily's mischievous spirit led her to suggest an impromptu lunch on a rocky ledge that offered a breathtaking view over the valley. Thrilled at the idea, I eagerly helped set up the picnic. As we munched on our sandwiches, Lily began to share a sweet story about that time we got lost on one of our hikes. But just then, a sudden gust of wind swooped in, whisking our napkins off the ledge. It was like nature was conspiring against us. And to add to the excitement, a not-so-stealthy pine cone decided it was time for its escape, rolling dangerously close to the cliff's edge. In an instant, Lily sprang into action, darting after the road pine cone in a way that could only be described as a scene from a nature documentary gone wrong. "What are you doing?" I yelled, half in laughter, half in concern. "I'm just saving our picnic," she exclaimed dramatically, flailing her arms like a windmill in an attempt to regain her balance. Almost immediately, our laughter erupted, blending with the absurdity of her heroic chase. Once she managed to regain her footing, I applauded her brave attempt to rescue our snacks, doubling over in laughter. We sank down onto the ledge, catching our breath and rolling in the dirt, reveling in the sheer joy of each other's company. It was moments like these that reminded me just how wonderful life could be with her. Our picnic quickly turned into a comedy show, filled with stories of all the times we lost our footing or stumbled in nature. The beauty surrounding us seemed to enhance our laughter and love, making everything feel magical. As dusk began to settle over the valley, we packed up, leaving the road pine cone as a comedic monument of our day. Later that evening, snuggled up in our tent, Lily whispered, "I love you more than nature itself." With a smirk, I replied, "Even more than a road pine cone." Her giggle filled the tent, and she said, "Okay, we might need to negotiate on that one." Our laughter echoed into the night, sealing another perfect memory in our adventure together.